and welcome to this episode of Dish with Pepper. I've got a story for you today. This is the story behind how Renee Montgomery came to be on Dish with Pepper. I was looking through Instagram with my dad when I saw a video where a journalist struggles to say Renee's name correctly. I posted the video up on my Dish with Pepper Instagram page with a caption that said, "I know how to say your name. Will you be on my show?" I had gone to bed, but my dad was still up when Natasha Cloud tagged Renee. Then Christina Williams did the same. At that point, the post had caught a lot of attention. In fact, that is when Renee commented that she wanted to be on my show. This story is pretty amazing and shows that the WNBA is so important and that the players are always supportive and kind. Thank you so much to everyone who made this happen. I am really excited to have today's guest with me. She is an NCAA champion, two-time WNBA champion, co-host of WNBA Weekly and TMZ Sports on FS1, and founder of the Renee Montgomery Foundation. Can you guess who it is? Yep, you guessed it. Today my guest is Renee Montgomery.
Hi, Renee, and thank you so much for being a part of Dish with Pepper. I want to use this show to hopefully help inspire and educate people in some way, so it's great to have you here today. Let's dish.
Pepper, wow. Pepper, let me find out you're like good at this, okay?
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Awesome. You stopped doing something that you love, playing the WNBA, to make fighting racial injustice and promoting the importance of voting your full-time job this year. Why did you do this, and why are the voices of athletes so relevant right now?
Yeah, so I did this because this is where my heart was, Pepper, I think you see me play, so you know that I'm a passionate player, and I that fuels me when I train. My passion and when I go to practice, my energy, that all comes from my passion for the game of basketball. I still have that passion for basketball, but there's so much going on right now in the world that's where my passion has shifted to. So my heart was just telling me this is what I needed to do, and I just listened. And the reason that athletes' voices are so relevant right now is because athletics shift the culture. You see athletics mirror things that's going on in society, and athletes are typically seen as a role model. So people that are athletes that take on that role, like I take that serious. I take it serious that people like you are watching me. So under that same mindset, I take it serious that we have to protect what's going on and make sure that things are better for you.
Well, thank you for protecting all of the kids and trying to make a better future for all of the kids out there. What are your thoughts on the WNBA's activism this season, speaking of athletes making a difference?
Oh, man, the WNBA is killing it, Pepper. They are killing it. I don't know if you've seen all the shirts, Arrest the Cops to Kill Breonna Taylor. They have the Vote Warnock shirts. They just have a lot going on. They're doing the Say Her Name campaign every single week. I can't say enough about it because while they're doing all this, they're only playing a game every other day. So being an athlete, I understand that is crazy, like to play every other day and then to be doing film and different things and still coordinating. So the women of the WNBA, they are showing up and showing out.
Yes, they are. Turning a little bit back to you, can you discuss your Renee Montgomery Foundation and what you hope it will accomplish?
Yeah, so the Renee Montgomery Foundation, which I call RMF, the main thing that we want to do is teach people the values I learned in sports, because I think that the things that athletes learn is great traits for not only sports, but it's for the workplace, for just life. And I talk about confidence, teamwork, learning how to work in a group of people, coming to a solution together, discipline, how to manage your time. Athletes, we have to do that because, being late is not an option for me personally. So I've learned to manage my time to where I leave early enough that there's no chance I can be late. If I have traffic, anything, I'm not going to typically be late because I left early enough. So just teaching people how to do those things that I had to learn in sports. And what I want to do this year, I have a Remember the 3rd of November voters registration campaign to bring a lot of awareness to how does politics affect your everyday life. I think if people understood that, they would vote and they would understand that this is not just an option. This should be a responsibility. And then I want to get Morris Brown back to their thriving days. They're in HBCU. I'm very passionate about HBCUs. So there's a lot that I want to do with Morris Brown to get their tech and esports programs running, and then to get their accreditation back. So that's what I'll be working on.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, when I have the opportunity to vote, I will be voting.
You bet. Okay.
On your foundation page, there's a quote that says, "All it takes is a single moment, a single choice to create momentum. All you need is a second to change everything." Why is it important for everyone to stand up to injustice, even if it's only a moment of momentum?
Yeah, because I think that everyone thinks that you need this huge platform. You need to be doing, you need to have a certain amount of followers. You need to just be this certain type of person to make a change. And so I always say it just takes a single moment. It takes a single action, to create change. And it could be change for good or for bad. We saw a lot of moments where it wasn't good, when it comes to what happened with the people that got killed by cops. But there's also the counter to that. You can still be who you are and have create positive change. So that's why I say it only takes a single moment. Like just do it.
Yeah, even if it's me with the small platform I have right now, and even if it's you, much bigger platform, awesome platform, but still, there's so much more that we can all do.
Your platform is not small, Pepper. I'm not gonna let you say that, Pepper. Your platform, multiple people hit me about talking to you. So your platform is not that small when you got a WNBA player, Natasha Cloud. You have my manager and Paul Garino hitting me up like, yo, you got to talk to Pepper. Like she just did so your platform is not small.
Yeah. The whole how this all came to be is crazy. And first of all, are you selling your Moments Equal Momentum shirts in the kid sizes? Because I definitely need one.
Ooh, I'm gonna custom make you one. We don't have kid sizes up there yet. If the demand is there, we will. But really, it's just to show that you're rocking the Moments Equal Momentum. You understand the movement. And yeah, Pepper, I gotta get you a shirt.
Thank you. And how do you hope your foundation will affect young kids and aspiring activists like me?
I don't know, Pepper. I want to ask you that. Can you answer that question? How has me sitting out and what I'm doing inspired you?
Well, for all of the players sitting out, it just shows that they have a choice, that they don't need to be doing something if they feel that there's something more important. Like with you in voting in social justice and Natasha Cloud, and even people like Elena Deladon and Jonquil Jones who are sitting out because of their health, which is always number one. One of the most important lessons I've learned from my parents and pretty much everybody I know, that health is always number one. But so is making sure our country is a better place. And I know talking to you and Tasha, both people who sat out this season, and I know you both love playing basketball. It's like so inspiring, but it's also something that I feel like is needed. And even before the season, there was Maya Moore, I believe, who sat out 2 seasons ago and is still sitting out. And not even sitting out, just not playing because she believes in something. And so I feel like it's just another reason why that all the WNBA players are role models, and even if they're playing, they're still, as we mentioned, doing amazing things with their shirts and Breonna Taylor on their jerseys and the Say Her Name campaign. So that's my answer to that question.
Pepper, oh my goodness! Like I need to be interviewing you, Pepper. Like what is going on? Like this is crazy. I'm inspired by inspiring youth to that. Like if that's what I had an effect in or anything I had involvement in, wow, Pepper, like you are doing the right thing. You're in the right place already. It seems like you have found your calling. Like you're very well spoken. How old are you?
I'm 9.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Pepper, you need to continue Dish with Pepper, and you need to keep chugging along because you're good at it for real.
Thank you. Wow, thank you so much. And why do you believe it's important to educate people, especially young adults and teenagers coming out of college, on voting and making it what you say on your page, the cool thing to do?
Yeah, because I think that people feel a disconnect from politics when we start talking about healthcare and we start talking about policies and we start talking about laws and different things. People may not understand all the ins and outs of that, and so they might not see how relevant it is to their everyday life. So I think education can help all of that. If you educate people on, hey, do you not like your copay? Well, this is this person, this is in this budget, and this is what they stand for. Then people start to see, oh, I need to vote because I want this change, or I need to vote because I do use, like, my taxes are correct. You know, like, people will start to realize, oh, wait, I need to vote. Not maybe I should vote. They need to see how they need to vote. So I think education changes perspectives, and that's what I hope to do.
Yes, education changes perspectives. I love that. You played several seasons with Maya Moore, and I know we were mentioning her before. How does she influence and inspire you?
Oh, man, Mama, you know, she's been the same since I met her, and I mean that in the best way possible. She's been very grounded in her morals from start. And you got to think about a college setting and different things like that. I went to college with her, and everyone knows college can get crazy, and she never got crazy. She just stuck to her morals. And so now to see her take it a step further and stand up for someone else that she feels was not being treated fairly, I'm not surprised, and I'm proud to be a friend of hers and to know her, because that, like you said, that's very inspiring.
Yes. Well, I can say that I'm proud to even be inspired by her. In addition to the work that you're doing to fight social injustice, you are also co-hosting a new show on NBA TV, WNBA Weekly, which is like my new favorite show. And you're also co-hosting TMZ Sports on FS1. Yeah. What began your passion for being on camera?
Yeah, so I went to school for it. I'm a communications major, so I went to school to be on TV. I don't know if people knew that, but I've always known that I was going to take this path. Just things picked up super quick, and I was really happy about that. When I opted out, I had no idea. You know, when I opted out, I had no conversations with TMZ Sports. I had no conversations with NBA TV. I just opted out, and all those things happened after that fact. You know, they developed after that. So I think that preparation, you know, I went to school for it. It's always been in the not even the back of my mind, I'm going to say the middle of my mind. And so for all of these things to happen when I made a decision that I felt was right in my heart, it just almost gives a validation to me.
And I actually didn't know that you majored in that, which is really awesome. Last question. I know you're watching the WNBA this season because of WNBA Weekly, and I know you're a big fan and supporter of the ladies in the league. So what are your main takeaways so far?
My main takeaways would be just how well the women of the WNBA are playing with coming into it from the whole stance of we're in a quarantine, people probably aren't training like they used to, then to come, grind it out, get in as best shape as you could before the season started, and then to be playing every other day and still play at a high level. That's like because I know what it's like. I understand that grind. I understand that your body needs time to recover. So players are working from sun up to sundown on their days off to recover their body and get it ready. So the dedication that you can tell the players are putting in by the product that we're seeing on the court, that's what I've been so impressed with.
Yeah, I know. Ice baths, pool workouts.
All of it.
Like,
all of it.
So much.
Did you see Candace where she was trying to get, who was it, Amaya, into the cold tub with her?
Yeah. Wasn't that featured on WNBA Weekly?
It sure was.
Yeah.
It sure was. That's what we try to do, too, because, you know, with all that grinding, I love that the players are also finding, like, little fun moments here or there. So that's what the show tries to highlight with the social moments.
Yeah, the Cunningham Salon, all this stuff. So awesome. I mean, the WNBA. Wow. And I can't thank you enough for being on my show. Thank you. I really enjoy talking to you.
Thank you. I am so impressed by you. You are so put together. At 9? Oh my gosh, what was I even doing at 9 other than nothing, Pepper? Goodness, like, you are so good. So thank you for having me.
Yes, well, thank you again so much for being on my show, and thank you for all those words on me. It really means a lot, and thank you for doing what you do and creating your foundation and being on WNBA Weekly. Yes, thank you for being an inspiration.
Thank you, Pepper.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.